What's going on YouTube? It is Chris Dros here, and today we got another video today. We're going to be bringing you guys DeskBots. I hope you guys enjoy. This has been a very fun rogue deck that's very suitable to like hand traps and negates. We'll talk about the pros and cons later, but for right now, let's get into the deck list. I hope everybody enjoys. Alright guys, and this is it. This is our DeskBot deck. DeskBots are a series of machine monsters that can swim the field pretty easily, and they all do like attack and defense manipulation depending on how many you have on the field. So depending on if you have multiple on the field, they could gain attack and defense for each Deskbot. And that's a good old gimmick. They do have some pendulum skills, so you can pendulum summon. And like I said, they do rely heavily on a normal summon. So like Deskbot 03 or special summoning Deskbot 02. So if your opponent ashes, maxes, anything like that, you're really kind of having a hard time. Let's just put it that way. This is kind of more going second variant. We are running going second cards like 3 Dark Blue no more. I think this card is mandatory in this format right now, especially in Master Duel. Right now, we're seeing a lot of decks that are being very heavy and monster negates. So not so much trap cards and spell cards. So the fact is we're seeing a lot more monster heavy negates, and as more release sets, especially in the next couple months, come out, dark release is going to become more and more important. So definitely worth running the 3. Then we got 3 Lightning Storm, kind of for backward removal hate. If you really wanted to, you could run 41 cards that have a Harpy's Feather Duster. If you really wanted to go that route, I won't blame you. It's a good card, so definitely probably worth running. Other than that, let's get into the card by card, and I hope everybody enjoys. So firstly, we got 2 non-Deskbot cards. We'll go over what those are. We got 1 Mecha Phantom Beast, Warbler. We're using this card for the sole purpose that it's a level 1. And we'll go into why that's important later. So in reality, you could run any level 1 here if you want. I was thinking about running Effect Veilers. I don't have any at the moment, but I was thinking about running Effect Veilers. That could also be very beneficial. So just an FYI, if you run it to run anything else, you can. Just make sure it's a level 1 monster, and you're good to go. Next, for our non-one, we got 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Coping. You don't want this in your hand. You want to special summon it, and you want to special summon it off of the effect of Mecha Phantom Beast Awardon. So just an FYI on that. So with those 2 effects, and why you want that is because when it's special summon, it special summons 2 tokens. And then when the 2 tokens are special summon, you can special summon Deskbot 01 from your graveyard. Now let's get into our Deskbot cards. We got 2 Deskbot 001. Deskbot 001 is if you control 2 or more machine monsters or special summon at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. Gains 500 attack and defense for each machine monster you control. It's a really good card, definitely worth running. We got 3 Deskbot 002. This card is really underrated. If this card is special summon, you could add 1 Deskbot card from your deck to your hand. All machine monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, except this card. So like I said, the fact really good plays, you could like normal summon it and just machine dupe, get 2 of them out, and you get 2 searches, and that's any Deskbot card. So that's your Deskbot 01s, 04s, any of your Pendulum skills you need. It could be Deskbot base. It could be any of them that you need. So it's really good for that one reason. We got the best card in the deck, Deskbot 03. You want to run 3 of these. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Deskbot monster from your deck except itself. Once per turn, you can target 1 Deskbot monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense. So basically, you can normal summon it, and you can special summon out 02, or you can special summon out 01, depending on the plays that you want to go into. We got 3 Deskbot 04s. This card is a really beast. A lot of people kind of underestimate it. So what this card does, if this card battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation in either player's turn, you can activate this effect once per battle. The opponent takes no battle damage for the rest of this turn. Also send 1 Deskbot monster from your deck to the graveyard except Deskbot 004. And if you do, this card gains attack and defense equal to the sent monster's level times 500. Doing damage calculation only. If this card battles an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon 2 Deskbot monsters with different levels from your hand and or graveyard. So basically, you could summon it, go to attack your opponent's monster, and you can send any card from your deck to your graveyard So like you'd send like a level, level 7, and it would gain what's that, 4,500 attack right off the bat. You could send out a level 6, a level 5, level 9, whatever you want to send, and it would gain that much attack. It's really good, definitely worth running. Yeah, like I said, it just gets over so many boss monsters. It's superly crazy. Now, for our pendulum skills, we got 3 O5s. O5, all of the pendulum skills have the same effect, where you can't pendulum summon monsters except DeskBots, by the way. Now, for its monster effect is when this card is normal special summon, you can target one spell trap card on the field and destroy it. If this card gains 500 attack for each DeskBot monster, you get an extra deck. If this pendulum zone is if this card is in the pendulum zone is destroyed, you can target one DeskBot monster in your graveyard and special summon it. We get 3 6s, and this card is when it's normal special summon, you can target one monster on the field, change its battle position. This card gains 500 attack for each DeskBot monster in your extra deck. If this card's in a pendulum zone is destroyed, you can target one DeskBot card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. We got 2 O7. O7 isn't the best card, but basically it can attack multiple times and inflicts piercing. Also, monsters your opponent controls cannot target face-up DeskBot monsters, except this one. If this card attacks a defense-based monster, inflict piercing damage. It does not attack multiple times. My bad. Then we got 2 O8. O8 is the attack multiple. It gains 500 attack for each DeskBot card. The opponent cannot target face-up DeskBot cards with card effects, except this one. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. And then we got 1 DeskBot 009. This card is the OTK enabler. So if you need an OTK opponent, this is a really way to go about it. Once per turn during your main phase 1, you can make this card gain attack equal to the combined attack of all DeskBot monsters you currently control, except DeskBot 009, until the end of your opponent's turn. Only this card can attack the turn its card is activated. If this card battles your opponent's card and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. If this card would be destroyed by battle card effect, you could destroy one DeskBot card you control instead. And that's any DeskBot card from the pendulum zones to you actually face up on the field. So it's really good. We got 3 machine duplication. You can target one machine monster with 500 less attack and special summon 2 of them from your deck. That's not a once per turn, by the way. We got 3 Dark Lord No More, 3 Lightning Storm. I'm only running 2 DeskBot base. I didn't like 3 of them. This card's searchable, so I think 2 is just fine. All DeskBot monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can reveal any number of DeskBot cards in the hand and shuffle them back into the deck. Then draw the same number of cards. Then it has a second effect. You can banish 9 DeskBot cards with different names from your field and or graveyard except itself. Shuffle all cards your opponent controls from the hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. It's a really great card. It's a really great effect if you could actually pull it off. We got 2 Called by the Grave. It's mandatory in every deck right now because of Max C, so definitely worth running. And then our last card, we got 3 Urgent Scheduling. Urgent Scheduled is a really good card. So if the opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower and 1 level 5 or higher Earth Machine monster from your deck in defense position, but negate their effects. So, reason why that's so important is simple. You could, if your opponent controls more monsters, you could Dark Ruler them to start off their effects, Lightning Storm, get rid of the back row, then you have a clean slate, right? Urgent Scheduling, you could special summon 01 in any of the DeskBots. So like, usually I do 08. Then you want to go into your actual extra deck lines, and we'll go from there. I basically want to go how could we get the other one? Then you want to go into Wardon, get you 3 tokens, and you special back both of your DeskBot 01. So you got 2 DeskBot 01s on the field and 3 tokens plus the Wardon, and I'll kind of show you what to do after that. So for our extra deck, we got 1 Herald of the Arclight, 1 Crystron Quandax. We're using this because it's a level 4 and it's a tuner and it's a synchro monster, so we can actually go into some of our plays. We got 1 TG Hyperbolic Barbarian. This card is busted, and you could easily plus off this card really easily. What this card is, if a monster is synchro summon, draw 1 card. That's it, and it's for any card. If it's synchro summon for your opponent, synchro summons, or you synchro summon, you just draw a card. It's stupid and it's amazing. We got 1 Coral Dragon. Coral Dragon does come up every now and then. It's a level 6 tuner. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. If it's a synchro summon, if this synchro summon card is sent to the field to graveyard, you can target 1. You can draw 1 card. So like I said, it does come up as a level 6 tuner, so just an FYI. We got one FA Don Dragster. This card's amazing. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect, quick effect, you reduce this card's level by 2, and if you do, negate the activation. We got one Shooting Riser Dragon. Shooting Riser is an amazing card, and this is why we want the level 1 in our deck, because you could send Shooting Riser. When you summon Shooting Riser, you want to send one card from your deck to the graveyard, and it reduces its level by that level. You send Manta Fecum Beast Warbler and make Shooting Riser at level 6, and at that point, if you do the combo correctly, you're going to have Shooting Riser on the field as level 6, and you're going to have a Mecha Phantom Beast Coatwing on the field as a level 4, and that makes a level 9, and you can go into DeskBot Jet. We have one Boarload Savage Dragon. Boarload is just an Omni, it's an Omni Negate. Can't really complain. It's an amazing card, definitely worth running. We got one Ravenous Croconeck Dragon. Croco Dragon. I don't go into this card too often, but it's a good one. Basically gains 500 attack for each card in the hand, and on top of that, if this card's Synchro Summon, you can draw cards equal to the non-tuners used for its Synchro Summon. And then, quick effect, you could discard 2 cards and target 1 card in the field and destroy it. It does come up, but I just don't use it that often. We got one DeskBot Jet. DeskBot Jet is a really interesting boss monster. It could gain attack like crazy. So what this card does is this card gains 500 attack and defense for each DeskBot card on the field. You can only use one of the following effects of DeskBot Jet per turn, and only once that turn. You can target one DeskBot card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one DeskBot monster from your deck. Or you can target one DeskBot card you control and one face-up card on the field and destroy them. And that's any DeskBot card, so that's even like DeskBot base, by the way. So like I said, it's a great special summon, or it's a destruction effect on the field. Really good, definitely worth running, and you can make this thing have super high attack, so definitely worth running it. We got one Cyber Dragon Nova. We do go on level 5s quite often with our own DeskBot level 5s. And simple fact is, it's pretty easy to get out every now and then. So Cyber Dragon Nova, and you could actually overlay it into Infinity. Infinity would just give you a free negate, so it's kind of worth running. We got one Genis. Genis is an interesting card. This link summon card is unaffected by spell and trap cards, spell and trap effects, and the effect and the activated effects of other link monsters. Once per turn, you can target one face-up card on each player's field except this one. Both these cards have the effects negated until the end of the turn. When 2 monsters are special summoned at the same time to the zones this card points to, you can add one level 5 or higher machine monster from your deck to your hand. This does come up every now and then, not often, but it does come up. We got one Crystron Haki Firebrax, one Mecha Phantom Beast of Rorodon, and to close out some games, we got one Access Code Talker. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck list. And let's get into the games. Like I said, the first match is going to be in casual. Then the next 2 are going to be in competitive. One of them is in gold 1, and the other one is in platinum. So with that in mind, I hope you all enjoy, and let's get into it. Alright guys, this first match is in casual, and it's against Monarch. I love Monarch decks. My very first competitive deck ever in real life in like the TCG was a Frog Monarch deck, and it was just the greatest thing ever. My opponent goes first, so we're going to see what he ends up going on. He activates Return of the Monarch and activates Joker Straight. This is a really cool deck. I already enjoy it. So it's a Joker type deck using Monarchs. I love it. So he activates Joker Straight, special summon the 3 Jokers, and he ends his turn. I'm like, didn't do anything really. And I go. I don't have the best hand. He activates Max C, and at this point, I can't do anything. I'm just going to destroy one of his cards to my graveyard for right now. So I do get rid of the Queen's Knight. Like I said, I did activate the DeskBot effect here, special summoning 2 from my hand. I do special summon DeskBot 002, and I do special summon DeskBot 05, allowing him to get 1 draw. At this point, 02 is going to activate, and 05. 05 is going to pop his back row. So get rid of that. And then 02 is going to search me a card, and I do get 03 for my next turn. And at this point, I'm going to end my turn. Joker Straight to an activate. He gets Queen Knight back to the deck, and Joker Straight goes to his hands. I'm like, all right, let's see what ended up happening here. Let's see if we can close it out. At this point, he is going to link off into Noble Knight. Noble Knight's effect is going to search him, and he gets the Light Monarch. This deck is interesting. He activates effects, sending 1 equip cell to the graveyard to special summon 1 monster. And at this point, he goes into Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn's effect, he's going to discard 1 card, and he's going to, at this point, concede. I don't know why he conceded. I don't think he had a play to do afterwards, to be honest. But yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun. And we're going to show off one more casual game, unless I change my mind. But we'll see how it is in a second. Alright guys, so this is the last casual game we're going to show until we get to ranked. And I'm only showing off this match to show off some of the combo potential if your opponent has no hand traps and stuff like that. So, I have a really good starting hand, so I'm kind of enjoying this. I do normal summon Despot 003. 003 is going to activate, getting me an 0-1. At this point, I'm going to link off into Crystron Haki Firebrax. Crystron's effect is going to activate, and I do special summon another Despot 001. At this point, I go into Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Auroradon is going to activate, giving me 3 tokens. So 1, a 2, a 3. And then we get both of our Despot 01s are going to activate in the grave. We're going to special summon both of those back. So I know normally you only see 1 for most decks, but we got 2 of these bad boys. At this point, we're going to synchro off into Hair of the Arc Light. And then we're going to synchro off yet again into TG Hyper Librarian. And at this point, the fun begins. We're going to activate Mecha Phantom Beast effect and go into Mecha Phantom Beast Coat Ring. And we're going to get 2 cards, 2 tokens. And then 1 of our Despots will come back. And at that point, my opponent concedes. At this point, we could have gone off into a lot more. We were going to start synchroing like crazy. And it was just going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little match. And let's get into a competitive one. Like I said, we're going to start with the gold, and then we're going to start, after that, we'll go into platinum. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Alright guys, so our first match is against Blue Eyes, and I misplay like crazy. I'm embarrassed of how bad I played this. And you guys are going to laugh, make fun of me, and it's going to be a great time. So my opponent goes first. And let's see what type of board he can set up. He sets 1, that's it. Typical Blue Eyes, right? Anyway, so I go to 002, activate Machine Duplication. He's going to Ash Blossom this. I'm like, that's fine. I have a second Machine Duplication. There's no once per turn effect on this. So, at this point, Ash Blossom effect goes off, and I'm going to activate Machine Duplication again, targeting 02, and I do get 2 more out. At this point, 02's effect is going to activate, and 02's effect is going to activate in sequence, and I'm going to start searching. So at this point, I do get out Despot 05. And the other one is going to be Despot 06. So I do get my scales. I get a scale 10 and a scale 1. And at this point, I'm going to actually pendulum summon the 04 and the 09. So at this point, I'm going to go into Genius. And then I'm going to synchro all 4 of them into an Axis Code. Axis Code is going to activate Genius, and I go in battle phase with my 04. 04 is going to send a card, and I'm just setting up my graveyard. I do send 07, and 04 is going to activate. I do get 09, and I do bring it back 07, and I pass my turn. I forgot to attack with Axis Code Talker. I'm an idiot. And then he Lightning Storms. He gets rid of my attack position monsters. He goes with my Axis Code. He activates Dictator of D. Dictator T's effects, he's going to discard 1 to special summon a Blue Eyes. Yep, like I said, I'm an idiot. White Stone of Ancients is going to activate, targeting the Blue Eyes. He gets it back to his hand. At this point, he goes into battle and he attacks both my monsters, because why wouldn't he? Despot does save itself, thankfully, and I'm able to pop my card. Despot 06 is going to allow me to get another card from my graveyard to my hand. I do get 04. So, this is not doing too well. I do got 06. I'm going to activate, Pendulum Scale 06, and at this point, I'm going to actually Pendulum Summon 06 effect. I'm going to switch 09 to attack position. 09's effect is going to go off. Get 2,000. I misplayed yet again. This is why I'm an idiot. I should have activated Despot 09. I'm just an idiot. He activates Blue Eyes effect. I'm going to Despot 04 this to get rid of his Blue Eyes. Despot 04 is going to special summon 2 more. I do get 02, and I do get 08. 02 effects are going to activate. I do get Despot base to my hands. So I'm feeling pretty confident. He ends his battle phase. Dictator D, he's going to discard 1 to special summon Blue Eyes back to the graveyard. And this resource loop is amazing, by the way. Dictator D is such a good card. So it's my turn. I get another 04. Activate Despot base. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident. I do pendulum summon the 04. Get all my stuff to attack position. Dictator D is going to activate. Basically, he could choose which target I battle, and this sucks. But Despot 04 effect has, I do clear 1 blue wise. Dictator D, Despot 09, I do take some damage, but I'm not feeling too bad because 08 still has 2 attacks. And I do get rid of all of his cards. And then lastly, I attack him straight up for that, and all my other stuff does nothing. So with just my board of Despots, I was able to clear his field pretty easily. Dictator D did cause some issues, but thankfully it wasn't too bad. So then it's my opponent's turn. He draws, he ends his turn, and at this point I have more than enough damage. Despot, I just use Despot 09's effect, targeting itself, and I'm going to attack. And no matter what he has in his hand, he can activate it till damage step, and there we go. So yeah, Despots can OTT like crazy, and you gotta see how bad of a player I actually am at times. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's get into our last game, and it's a fun one. Alright, so this is our last game for this video. I hope you all have been enjoying. I want to thank you guys for the support. You guys are still watching. If not, I understand. But let's get into this one. And this is this was interesting. I'm up against DDD. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have no fucking idea what DDD does. But he activates, he plays Forbidden Dark Contract with the Swamp King. I'm like, okay. He activates DD Servant Corpinus. I'm mispronouncing these like crazy. I'm like, I know that's a good card. He sends Lagna to the graveyard, and he sends Savert Thomas, getting the Lana. Then he's going to link off into Gigamash. Gigamash. Might be terrible at this. Then he gets Newman and DD Divine King from his deck to pinch scale. At this point, he's going to Pendulum Summon, and he'll go into DD Gust. At this point, he goes into DD Devastator. Gust effects will activate, bringing back the Night Howl, and then at this point, he'll synchro off into the Super Doom King. I'm like, okay. I have no idea if that's a good board or not. And we'll see what happens. I get Lightning Storm. I activate Lightning Storm first because this card right here states once per chain, when a monster card your opponent controls activates effect, you can detach 2 materials or destroy 1 Dark Contract. He has a Dark Contract, so I'm like, let's just get rid of the spells and traps. And he had another Dark Contract. Now I'm going to Dark Ruler. Now I'm going to try to clear his board here. So he has 2 monsters with 3,500 attack. And so let's try to clear as best we can. I'm going to activate Urgent Scheduling. Urgent Schedule allows me to get 2 cards. I do get Despot 01 and I do get Despot 08. I'm feeling pretty confident here, and I do get Hulk. Now, if you look at my hand, I do got 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Coatwing. So part of my combo I can't do anymore because Coatwing needs to be in the deck for it to special summon itself with Mecha Phantom Beast. So Overordon. So like at this point, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Hulk is going to special summon the other Despot, and at this point, I do go into my Rorodon line. Rorodon's going to get me 3 tokens. So at this point, I'm trying to think logically. I'm trying to get over 2 cards. I know I can't push for a game this turn because I activate Dark Ruler, but I'm still trying to get rid of 2 cards here. So let's see how I'm able to navigate this. Activate Mecha Phantom Beast of Rorodon's effect. His first effect, by attributing 1 card in field, I can just show you 1 card. I attribute itself, and I'm going to pop the Supreme King. Supreme King's effect is going to activate, allowing it to go into a Pendulum Zone. And at this point, I'm going to link off. I do link off my Despot 01 and one of the tokens into Crystron Cradax. Cradax effect is going to go off. I do synchro it off into Shooter Rise of Dragon. At this point, I didn't use the effect of Shooting Rise of Dragon. I just synchroed off that plus the token to go into a level 9, and I get Despot Jet. Despot Jet's going to activate. At this point, I'm going to special summon a card. And I special summon, I did get rid of my 01 to special summon 02. At this point, 02 is going to grab me a Despot Base. I activate Despot Base. This is where I misplayed. I should have did Machine Duplication on Despot 02 first to grab, itself out. Then did Base, but I'm an idiot. I misplayed quite a bit. But I'm still going to be able to clear the field. So I normal summon Despot 04. 04's effect is going to activate, sending a card to my graveyard. I send 07. Then it's going to destroy. Then 04 is going to special summon out 2 cards. I do get 01 and I do get 07. I did this for a reason. I as attack as I can. At this point, I'm going to sync off DeskBot 01 and 07 to grab me a Boardload Savage Dragon, and I'm going to equip it with Mecha Phantom Beast of Oradon, giving it 3 tokens. At this point, I pass back. My opponent has no cards in hand, 1 card. Let's see what he does, and he just concedes. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I know I still misplayed in that. I'm not the greatest duelist. I think everybody's well aware of that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun playing DeskBots. It is definitely not the best deck out there. I will admit that. I have got my ass handed to me multiple times, but yet again, I've been having a blast with it. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll catch you all, though, in the next video.